man here, T-minus 2 hours here before the big snow apocalypse is supposed to hit here. So we're working out in the garage today. I've got one more shelf I think I can build here with the plywood I have left. So we're going to get started on that. We'll see how far we can make it here today, because like I said, once the storm starts, I'm probably going to be packing this up here. And then it's supposed to get really cold too, so if that happens, I probably won't be working on this project at all for a little bit. So we're going to see how far we can get here today. I'm hoping I can get this done. I don't know. The shelf we're building today, I'm probably going to build it just a little bit different. And then also I plan on keeping this shelf out in the garage here. And speaking of the shelf, by the way, for those of you who've seen the last videos, basically going to be very similar. I've got just a little bit of that plywood left over yet. Most of the plywood I have left over, not so nice anymore, so just one out in the garage here. I think it'll be pretty nice just to, you know, store stuff on. So, and we'll probably end up getting rid of some of the stuff I have in the back room here that was from the previous homeowner as far as like shelves go, right? And speaking of a previous homeowner, here's what we have. We got a nice little bench here. That was pretty good. I mean, that seems pretty solid. Nothing to complain about with that. And then up here we got a couple of these shelves. Look like these were like cabinet doors or doors off of something at some point here. Both of them. They're just hung up from the ceiling by a wire there. Actually seem decent enough, not putting anything heavy on them, but and then yeah, back here we got a couple more shelves as well. This one here, like, yeah, 1/4-inch piece of plywood. There's like not even any weight on that. There's just this drawer here, and I don't even know what's actually in that box. That is good. I think, oh, garage door opener parts. Okay. Yeah, there's another garage door opener. I should really see if this garage door is any good, everyone, and either test it out, see if it works, or throw it out. Either one of the two there. One kind of cool thing on this one, we got an old wooden pulley here. On this, yeah, I don't know what this used to be. It looks like they must have had something on here. Yeah, there's mounts for something up here too from the looks of it. Well, there's 3 bolts anyway. Oh yeah, you can push that up through. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what they had there, but there must have been something there at one point here. There's a switch there as well. Probably plugged into the power there if I had to guess. But yeah, you can see those shelves. Yeah, we'll just get rid of those. I'm thinking probably maybe like back in this corner, or I'll do something with that stuff. Everyone kick that out of there, put the shelf over there somewhere. I'm not entirely sure yet. You know, something else I could probably get rid of too would probably be this. I bet, everyone. Yeah, I think they probably knocked this off below the roof line, everyone, because I don't think it's actually up past the roof line anymore. So I'm betting they maybe had like some sort of inspection done or something, and this was like no. So they just knocked it below the roof line, roofed over it. At least that's what I'm thinking happened here. So boy, look at that one. That's like, all of that's probably being held up by this right here. That's a little scary, to be honest. I'm looking at that. Anyone else? Like, that whole chimney goes up there, all blocks. That's a lot of weight resting on that there. Yeah. I never really paid that close attention to that. Yeah. Might have to get a light too, see if I can just see up there a little bit better. Like I said, I'm guessing when they probably roofed over it here. Probably didn't want to have any of the risk of having it come up through there, and probably more inspections and stuff that got to happen. That's probably what's up with that, if I had to guess there. Yeah, some more stuff that probably just needs to be thrown away there. Like I'm ever going to use that thing? I mean, not likely. This old pitchfork's kind of cool. Never used it, but you know. Yeah. Also, what do we got? Oh, floor dry. Yeah, probably a good thing to keep that around. Yeah, piles of shingles. Just stuff in this garage, Evan, that's still here from when we bought the place. Never did anything with it. More stuff back here as well. Probably not a whole lot good there if I had to guess. Old oil can, kind of cool, but you know what you can do with it. Nails. No idea what's even in here. I probably should go through this. Looks like it's used, so. Oh, probably garage door part. You know what? We're gonna put that up and put that up with the rest of the garage door parts here. Watch the shelf collapse. I put this in here. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Well, let's get to building some shelves here, everyone. Yeah, what you doing in here, huh? What are you doing in here? Yeah, gotta sniff the fingers first, make sure to see. Yep, okay. And then engage pets, huh? Oh, engage rolling. Yeah, where's your sister? Your sister was sneaking around too. Not literal sister, by the way, just our other brown cat, Pumpkin. This is, of course, Muffin here. Yes, you very fluffy, aren't you? All that fluff going to keep you warm here, because it's going to be cold out. Okay, well, we better get to work, Evan, because we want to try to get this done here before snowpocalypse hits here. Okay, so real quick, Evan, here's what I have left over from the last shelves we built here. I've got like 3 full-sized, well, when I say full-sized, they're what, 23 and like 5/8 by 48 inches long here. So I got 3 of those pieces left. I've got a couple partial pieces down here. And then I've got 2 of the 47 and like 3/4 by 48 inch pieces left here yet. I didn't cut these down initially, just one, you can see all the holes in this. I think these were like the backer pieces or something. The front side of this isn't too bad. But then yeah, you can see that side too, Evan, not so nice. That side isn't too bad, I guess. So yeah, these are the 2 of the pieces that weren't quite so nice, Evan, so I didn't cut those down initially. So we're gonna cut those down now here. That'll give me a total of 4 more. And I'm hoping that'll be enough. Yes, I'm hoping that we'll find out. Hopefully that'll be enough. So let's start by cutting these down. And speaking about cutting these down here, where did I put my track saw? Ah, over here. We're gonna get the track saw out. Gotta say, having a track saw is really nice for something like this. Plus, since the last time I built these shelves, Evan, I went looking to see once here if I was missing something from the clamps here for this, and indeed I was. I was able to get the clamps here for the track saw. So see if that makes it a little easier. I can actually clamp that track down now with those. And yeah, that should be nicer, hopefully. Oh, I don't think the camera's gonna pick this up, Evan, but you can hear this ominous sound up in the clouds. You know, just the wind up there. If you know what I'm talking about there, Evan. Yeah, you can hear it. It's sounds like it's coming. You know what they say, Evan, always works better when you have the right tools, or in this case, we have all the right parts for the right tools, right? Yep, those definitely work nice. They just slot right in there, everyone. Then you can clamp it right down, and this piece is usually a little bit longer. Well, usually, it is longer than the 48 inch. I think it's like 50 or something like that if I had to guess, Evan, so kind of have to like split a inch there, an inch over there. Yeah, definitely makes a difference, Evan. That helps. Otherwise, usually what I did, Evan, for those of you who've seen the last videos, I'll just put a clamp alongside it here. And that usually seemed to work, Evan, just so you could keep it from kicking over that way. But this has some pretty good grippy material under it. I've really never had these things move much either. So, yeah, works good, Evan. Okay, well, I think we got all the plywood cut here now. Again, we'll probably have to cut some of this stuff to length, but at least we got the width cut on all of it. Now let's see if we can cut something for a base here. And I was looking through what I have left, Evan. I don't have a whole lot left for treated lumber here. This is literally everything I have. I got that piece, and then I got those pieces. Those obviously are a little bit newer from something. I don't remember what project those were from. And I'm not sure what this came from either. Obviously something that was previously used out and weathered, but that's what I have, Evan. So I think that's what we're going to have to go with here. What I'm thinking about doing is I'm probably going to cut this in half, and then whatever that equals out, I'll probably cut that to that as well. And actually, speaking of half, cutting in half is kind of difficult. So what I'll probably do is I'll do a little bit less than half. So I'll run the piece through, then I can run the other one through, and then we should have 2 pieces that are exactly the same thickness there. Then I can do the same thing with that one too, and we'll have 3 pieces to put underneath the shelf there. Again, you don't want to just put this straight on the ground. I mean, a couple reasons for that. Like, I mean, you had something like this, Evan, that's not going to be good. It's going to soak that water up. And then putting regular wood on concrete, regular wood just typically rots out. So you always want to put treated lumber in contact with wood. Or with, treated lumber in contact with concrete. Okay, I think we'll start by cutting this to length here first. And we'll make this 24. And the reason we're doing 24 here, Evan, the plywood I just cut down was 48 by 48. all the stuff we had in the basement was 47 by 48. So unlock the saw here. Probably should plug it in too. That would help, wouldn't it? Okay. Well, engage safety squints. Yeah, you know what? We'll just kind of cut it off. It's gonna be a little short, everyone, but just square it up. And then we'll run it through the table saw here to cut it in half. We are looking at 5.5 inches wide. This one's probably what, 4.5, huh? Okay, it doesn't really matter. We'll cut this one down to whatever width that one ends up being. So 5.5, we can do 2.5. We could do 2 3/4. Yeah, let's just do a 2.5, everyone. Like I said, we'll run it through twice. I think that'll be better rather than trying to get it exactly in half. Nearly impossible to get it exactly in half, everyone. So much easier just to cut them a little bit shorter. Then you know they're both exactly the same. Okay. And I suppose I should plug this one in. Ah, that'd be nice someday. I would hopefully have enough outlets out here to actually like plug stuff in without having to plug in, plug it. Yeah. Not yet though. We'll get there someday. You know what? We're gonna have to raise that up because we need. That is set for plywood. Oh, that handle's right in the way. This handle here. That's it. Is that enough? Yeah, a little more just to be safe. Plenty. Okay. That's what I didn't like. That one's not there. And then we'll cut this one. And by doing it the way we did that one, we got 3 pieces of wood that are all perfectly the same height there. Like I said, rather than trying to cut it in half, everyone, work smarter, right? We lost a ½ inch, but now we got 3 that are exactly the same height. Okay, let's start building that one. I'm probably gonna grab like one of these ugly pieces here. We'll use this for a base because the other side isn't, well, okay, it's not the greatest. Not the greatest. How about this one? Okay, I like that one. Let's use that for a base, that one. Put that down for a base. That one there, be a good top, actually, Evan. Put that on top. Yeah, might see if we can do that. Here, we got, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 full-sized pieces. And then we got like 5 short pieces. And actually, there's a 6th one there that is a little bit bigger than the rest. I think we can make something with this. Plus, I got a piece for the back here as well, so we'll get that put on the back, too. base is complete. Now let's put some sides on it. And unlike the other ones I did, I'm just going to use the full length of these here for my first set of sides. And then once we get those done, then I'll start using these little pieces up, and we could probably, I'm thinking maybe do like 2 more on top of these. We'll see how tall we end up being here, but we're going to start with, I forget if these are actually 48 or 47. Yeah, I think they're 48. So a full 48-inch height shelf here. And then what I plan on doing, I'm going to take my shelf drilling jig, and we'll drill up the side for all of those, and then we can just put shelves in whatever height we want inside of there. That'll be the first 48 inches there. I don't know if the camera will pick this up, Evan, but it is starting to snow out. Also, I don't know if you can hear this on the camera too, but that wind is starting to howl. Yeah, we'll have to see once, Evan. Oh yeah, now you can probably hopefully hear it. Okay, anyway, back to work, Evan. We're gonna start by putting the sides on here, and for that, I got one of my favorite tools out here. This is the Kreg Jig Pocket Hole Tool. Yeah, like I said, if you're working with plywood, Evan, like this is like a must-have tool here. Works really good. We got the Kreg Jig screws as well. I think I mentioned this before. You can get knockoff ones on Amazon for like half the price. Maybe they're half the quality too. I don't know of them, but they're like half the price on Amazon. Unfortunately, I bought the official ones here because I kind of needed some right away, and that is what my local store sells. So, got our drill out. Got it set to 3/4. Got our bit for putting the screws in as well. So let's get going on this here. Okay, well, I think you all know what I say about pocket screws by now. Always amazes me how strong those connections are. And that's, look at this whole board is flexing here. But that's not necessarily that joint there flexing. That's a full 48 inches tall. Anyway, let's, ooh, snow's coming down now. Anyway, we'll get this off here. We'll put a piece across the top and continue working our way up. Okay, there we go. But I think we're going to have to call that good here. I was thinking about going up one more level here, but I don't think there's any sense in doing that because then I'm probably not going to be able to get it in the back of the garage here. This garage door is probably about the same height as that back beam there. The ceilings in here aren't particularly tall, and this is probably, it's not quite 6 feet, but it's probably, a couple inches shy of that. It's about eye level for me, so... Anyway, one thing to notice of it, first off, you can move it back and forth quite a bit. We didn't have that quite so much with the other shelves, just we had quite a few more shelves on them, right? Once we put this piece on that one, that should take care of that. Before we do that though, I'm going to take our shelf drilling jig here. For those of you who have not seen this tool, this is another tool here from Craig. And we're going to put shelf pins on the side of it so we can put the shelves down here whatever height we want. And then speaking of those shelves, I do need to cut those two pieces. We got two left, right? Yeah, two left. This is another reason I didn't want to go another level up. If I go another level up, well, then I'm only going to have one piece left for a shelf in the middle there. And, you know, two 24-inch shelves. I guess if that's what we need, that's what we need. But, yeah, I think we'll cut those down, Evan, and then those will be shelves for inside of here. And then, yeah, for some reason, if I ever do want to go taller, I do have a couple pieces left there, I guess, yet. But, yeah, of all the plywood I had there, Evan, that's all that's left here at this point. And once we get those two shelves in, Evan, just be those little pieces left. So I think we did pretty good. Didn't throw a whole lot away either. I just had a couple little pieces of scrap. I mean, that's probably the biggest piece of scrap right there. And this technically, this one wasn't even scrap. This is actually, well, it is scrap now, I guess, but it's one I use for measuring to our center on our center post. I'm not going to put a center post in this one because, again, we're got variable height shelves here, so hopefully that's okay. Yeah, 48, well, 40, we got 3/4 inch, so it won't be quite 48 inches wide total. From the outside to outside it is, but the inside shelves obviously won't be quite 48. Anyway, let's start drilling this one. We got, oh, that's right. I need to get a 1/4 inch drill bit for this, don't I? Actually, I think I've got one in here. Yeah, that one should work. I'll just have to take the collar off that one, Evan, and put it on this one. And then when I get a chance to, and I still need to replace this one. If you see my last shelf video of one, hit a screw of this. I didn't even hit it that hard. I mean, as soon as I hit it, I stopped. Like, oh yeah, don't try drilling that out, and that bit's already toast. This is also a 5mm bit, and we want a 1/4 inch bit because the shelf supports I have are 1/4 inch. And there is room in this set here for the 1/4 inch bit of it. I don't have it right. So at some point I'd like to get that and then get another one of those too, I suppose, while we're at it. Okay, we got that side drilled. And it only went up to there, and I figured there's no sense going any higher than that. I mean, not likely we're going to have a shelf shorter than that, so I think we'll call that good. Got that corner done. Now we'll flip over to this corner, because the jig is set up for that one. And then once we're done with this corner, we'll switch the side on this jig around and do the opposite corners here. So that one and this one over here. Okay, with all shelf pinholes finished here, now we need to cut the shelves down here, whatever the width of this is. Here, we'll measure that here in a minute. We'll get that cut, and then we also need to cut the piece here for the back as well. And like I said, that should really sturdy this up here a little bit. It's got a fair amount of wobble to it there, and that'll take care of that. And just like that, I've got the shelves installed here. I just got the little shelf holders there. I kind of like this style myself, at least I think I do anyway. Just you can't take these pins back out. You gotta take the shelf out first, and then those pins can come out. So there's no sliding out of any sorts, as opposed to, I don't know, these style just don't inspire any confidence in me, Evan. I mean, they look like they got good like holding like this way, but you know, if the pin was to come out, I don't know. Maybe they're good, but oh, I'm just thinking I like this style a little bit better, everyone. And at the moment, I just got the shelves evenly spaced here, 16 inches on each one. So, and again, in the future, I can adjust these wherever I need to, but for now, I just go 16. We'll call it good. Again, I'm kind of out of material ovens, so I can only put 2 shelves in here. Might be actually nice if I had a third one, maybe. I don't know. It depends what we're going to put in here, ovens. So, with that being said, we need to put a back on this here now. So we'll get this piece over by the saw there. We'll get this cut down here. Got to figure out the height. And speaking of height, by the way, I thought it might be a good idea to maybe cut it just a little bit higher so we got a little bit of a back on it. So that way, if you're putting stuff on top of here, you can't push it off and falls down the back of one. At least I thought that'd be a good idea. So I'm gonna maybe cut that a little bit longer. And then, yeah, whatever width we need here, we'll get that cut. And like I said, that'll really, that'll stiffen that up a lot. Well, then, there we go. One more shelf complete. And this is kind of just all the miscellaneous scrap I had left over, and you can tell too, and some of this wood is, yeah, not the nicest. It's blowing out the back there, blowing out there. Oh well. But anyway, I think it should work, Evan. Probably not as strong as the shelves I have in the house because I have a middle support in those, but with the adjustable shelf on, I'm not sure how I would do a middle support. Actually, what I should probably, if you need more support, Evan, if these are not supportive enough, what I could probably do is put a piece underneath these shelves and actually like make the shelf itself stronger. Although at what point, how much can those take too, right, Evan? So I think that's gonna do it for now, Evan. We probably won't do any like organization with it here for now. We'll have to wait for a little bit nicer day when I can get some of the stuff that's in the back here out and just yeah, figure out probably like in this back corner is what I'm thinking, Evan. It'll probably go back there for now, so all that stuff that's there can come out. But for now, I'm probably just gonna stick it here and we'll call it good. So with that one, I think we're going to wrap this video up here. You folks have any comments and or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.